Hello chess friends, and welcome to Azar's chess channel, and welcome to my advanced chess theory. Today we're gonna continue with King's Indian Orthodox variations. Today I'll show you how to play against well, it's sort of a Gambit variation by White, where he wants to create a very fast attack by sacrificing a pawn and get very fast on the queen side attack. So the first game I wanted to show you, it was played between Josef Ager and Klaus Klund. Klaus Klund with the black pieces, and the game went again. We go to this orthodox setup: e4, knight f3, d6, bishop to e2, e5, castling, knight to c6, d5, knight to e7, knight to e1, knight to d7, bishop to e3, f5, f3, f4, bishop to f2, and now after g5. Well, White plays this move c5 immediately, so it's sort of a pawn sacrifice. But the idea is if black takes on c5, then to play the move b4, get tempo on the knight, and somehow with rooks to c1, maybe knight to b5, attacking this c7 weakness. So I like this concept. What Klaus Klund played, he took, of course, with the knight. Now came this move b4. Now again knight to d7, and now after rook to c1, you have this important move a6, blocking White to play knight to b5, and of course just let him attack and somehow at least have one pawn on this a6. So now White plays queen to c2. When he gets this knight away to attack on c7 weakness. Now black continued developing knight to f6, and now after b5, black plays king to h8. It's important if something happens here on the light squares, to not keeping this king on the light square diagonal. So if something breaks here, so you don't have this annoying checks or something. So you see black left White to take on a6. So if White takes on a6, then take with the other pawn on a6. So again blocking the knight to go on b5. So it's important. Yeah, see, White will get his attack on the queen side, but it's a little bit slow. And again, he didn't play this knight to d3. I showed you in my previous video. So a simple g4 breakthrough is possible. So you have these two pieces. You have these two pieces, the knight and the bishop, controlling this g4. So you see, you have just to be calm and play straight away. Of course, I told you, when you have these race situations in chess, you have to somehow block the one side where your opponent is attacking. So this a6 concept is so far so good, so to block out. So White continued to somehow open the queen side, but it's now black's turn to take. It's a very good move. And then after bishop to b5, now bishop to d7. You see, no taking on c7 is possible, because you can take, and if he takes with the bishop, so of course the knight would be unprotected. So after that, White plays this knight to c3. He wants desperately to go with the knight on b5 and then creating some weakness. But now you see, now comes this breakthrough again, g4, very well. And white played a4. He wants to get more fixed position on the queen side, but you see it was very good by black to play this king to h8. Now he has this room for this rook, and he hadn't to move. In our previous videos I showed you that sometimes the bishop goes to f8, sort of protecting this d6, but it's not you don't have to do it in this variation. So black find a very good way how to get his bishop, his dark square bishop, into the game. You'll see that in a couple moves. So after taking, now comes this knight to b5. So you see the whole idea for white was to play the knight on b5, but it's a little bit too late. You see it's the 23rd move, and it's obvious black's better position. So now it's possible to play the c6, and black is really on the attack on the king side. So if after taking, so you have this flexible position, you see, with d5 possibilities, and maybe closing up the position by playing d4. So very flexible position, and no threat so far to take on d6. So after, again, you see many moves with the knight. So I don't think that's what white wanted to play in this game. And now bishop to h6. You see again this bishop to h6. It sort of has this discovered attack on the rook. So g3 is possible. So after taking attacking the bishop here, and the diagonal will be open for the bishop. So you see bishop to f8, I told you, it's only good when you want to protect this d6. So here is the bishop to nh6 is very active, at least discoverably, and multiple threats are for black here. So now comes this bishop to b6 with the idea to fix it with a5, but now black plays very well with this doubling rooks on the g file. So now it's the threat is to take on f3, and then have an open g file. So now white protects it, but now you see, now comes this bishop with this sort of zigzag moves. So very well into the game. You see every piece by black is on a good position, and the dark square bishop was not so well. So see, when you sometimes, it's sort of a chess principle, when you sometimes look at your position, then you see what pieces are on good squares, what are not. So the knights are very good, although they are not so active, but they can somehow jump into the game, and the bishop was the only piece that was not so good. So a very good maneuver by black to play it on eventually on h4, attacking this knight on d1. So very good infiltration by black. And of course you have this d6 weakness, but you see in the next move with this very good play, knight to c8, protecting, and at least blocking the attack by white. So now came bishop to c5 with the pin on the queen, but it's already too late for white. Now comes this protector. You see this knight is the protector of these two pawns, and after king to c1, black just took, now taking, and now the queen comes on very active here. So after the queen to c3, white resigned. So you see, you have always watch out, of course, your side, but I don't think that this gambit variation by white is so active. I'm showing it to you because it would cause me some troubles when I was playing it, but then I saw that it's not so dangerous. Of course, white had his fun on the queen side, but many moves by the knight. So I'm just showing you how to play these types of variations. So okay, that was it for this gambit variation. I'm in my next videos I'm gonna show you the white's early d5 continuation, when he doesn't wait for you to play knight on c6, so he plays d5, closing the center immediately. So thank you for watching. See you next time.